In your Fast Track to 7, it's breaking news from the U.S.-Canadian border. The busiest crossing between the U.S. and Canada is now back open for trade, and officials are working to keep traffic flowing after clearing a blockade from the Ambassador Bridge in Ontario. The span had been shut down for nearly a week by people demonstrating against COVID-19 restrictions. The bridge is part of the busiest trade route in North America, and its closures had a profound impact on Detroit area automakers. A lack of parts forced Ford, GM, and Toyota to cut production. At least a dozen people were arrested yesterday in Windsor as police worked to clear the roads around that bridge. Police say everyone arrested is facing one charge of mischief. A judge on Friday ordered protesters to end that 5-day blockade that had disrupted the flow of goods between the two countries and forced auto industry to roll back production. Also breaking this morning, teenage Russian figure skater Camila Valieva has been cleared to compete in the Winter Olympics despite failing a pregame drug test. She's the skater that landed that first quad jump ever in the women's competition. The Court of Arbitration for Figure Skating gave Valieva a favorable decision, in part because she was a minor or a protected person and was subject to different rules than an adult athlete. But this decision does not decide the fate of the one gold medal that she's already won. We have new information this morning on an officer-involved shooting in Minnesota. A coroner says the man who exchanged gunfire with police near Eden Valley, just northwest of the Twin Cities, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. He was 34-year-old Stephen Poissant of Brainerd. The officer involved is Evan Borscheid. Police say it all started Saturday morning as a traffic stop for speeding and a headlight violation. They say that Poissant did not pull over for about a mile, then stopped in a ditch, got out of the car and started shooting at the officer. Officer Borscheid returned fire and grazed Poissant's knee before Poissant shot himself. Officer Borscheid was not hurt and is on standard administrative leave. The state BCA is handling the case and examining dashcam video from the scene. 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's get a check of that fast track forecast, and waking up pretty cold out there, Lisa.
Yeah, frigid on this Valentine's Day. Temperatures below zero, some of us very far below zero. And in addition to that, we've got some wind chills to factor in. The good news is the wind has been easing up, which is helping for travel here. Last night, overnight, of course, we had that wind and blowing snow. It's still not perfect out there. We still have some reduced visibility and some light blowing snow. This is our live view right now in Fargo, looking at 32nd Avenue South and then I-29 in the distance. Looks like we have a slowdown on northbound I-29 here. You can see a lot of vehicle breaks there, and there is the potential that we could have road conditions affect your morning commute because there's still some snow on the road and a little bit of drifting. There's a lot of slick spots out there yet again here this morning, and some roads that are listed as snow covered from the DOTs. So again, caution needed this morning and throughout the day for that matter, because we're going to see more flakes move in later today as well with our next clipper, and in between some cold conditions and low wind chills affecting us as well for that morning drive. So speaking of, here's a look at our temperatures and wind chills right now. Fargo is at 6 below. Our wind chill 25 below. It's 15 below in Grand Forks and 32 below your wind chill at the moment. It's 13 below in Thief River Falls. It feels like 30 below zero there. And in Bemidji, no wind right now. So we've got our wind chill and temperature the same at 13 below. Fergus Falls 6 below, but our wind chill again makes it feel like we're down into the 20s below, and Devil's Lake a similar situation at 25 below for your wind chill. So again, some tough wind chills to start, and that means of course you'll want to bundle up heading out the door for today and send the kids out with their full winter weather gear. So the good thing here is that with this drier, colder air moving in, we're going to see our skies clear out and conditions really improve as far as sky cover and not dealing with necessarily any snow or blowing snow later into the day today as that wind continues to ease up. But our eyes are always a little farther west this winter because we've got another clipper. You can see the snow showers north of the border there. That's all coming our way for later on this evening and heading into tomorrow. Until then, quiet but cold is the bottom line. So a chilly morning out at the bus stop, 7 below around 8 a.m. here in Fargo. Again, keep in mind those wind chills are much colder. And then this afternoon, those clouds start to build in. We'll see that wind start to turn a little bit, and it should be pretty light here by this afternoon with temperatures around 4 for your high today. So not a huge amount of recovery going on here. For Tuesday, here comes that clipper, and by now we know the drill. The wind increases, it turns southerly. It's going to bring about some blowing snow potential yet again for your Tuesday. Temperatures will rise. We'll get into the 20s, and we'll see a chance for some accumulating snow. A few flakes starting tonight, but especially into your Tuesday. Wednesday, still breezy. And then another clipper moves in for Friday. So still looking at some similar weather here as we head into the second half of February.
But a real cold start out there this morning, Lisa. Thank you. It is now 6:53. Fargo police say they have identified a suspect in a stabbing from over the weekend, but they're not saying yet if that person has been arrested. It happened Saturday night around 11:30 in the Woodhaven Park neighborhood.
807 and 600 medical assist 42nd Street 47th Avenue South for a female that jumped out of a vehicle. She appears to have been stabbed.
No word on the victim's condition this morning. Police say there is no threat to the public because of the incident. A Thief River Falls, Minnesota man is dead after crashing into an ambulance that was headed to an emergency. The St. Louis County Sheriff's Office says the crash happened Saturday afternoon on a trail just south of Voyager National Park in northern Minnesota. 61-year-old Jeffrey Blom was trying to cross a highway to continue on that trail when he hit the ambulance. He died at the scene. No one in the ambulance was hurt. A St. Paul father is recovering from a gunshot wound after being hit while driving his family home from church. Police say the family's car was shot at yesterday morning on a bridge. The man says he heard a loud noise followed by a window shattering and then realized he had been shot in the arm. No one else in that car was hurt. Former Minnesota Vikings star running back Adrian Peterson has been arrested in L.A. on suspicion of domestic violence. LAPD removed Peterson from a flight departing LAX to Houston yesterday morning after reports of a physical altercation between a man and a woman. The woman continued on that flight. A spokesman for Peterson says the incident was a private misunderstanding between Peterson and his wife, Ashley Brown. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum is back on a regular schedule after isolating for nearly a week following a COVID diagnosis. He's in Fargo today and will deliver his State of the State address Wednesday at the Fargo Theater at 10 in the morning. Burgum's address was postponed from last month after he developed laryngitis. The State of the State is open to the public, and we'll also have it live streamed on our Facebook page. Governor Doug Burgum tested positive for COVID on February 5th. And he worked from his home since then. He's tested negative on Friday. First Lady Catherine Burgum has tested negative as well. It's been nearly 2 years since the Concordia Band last went on tour, but with the easing of COVID restrictions, they were able to finally hit the road. They closed out their tour yesterday at home, playing at the Memorial Auditorium in Moorhead. Their domestic tour was limited to stops in South Dakota and Minnesota, but the band director says these experiences are invaluable to their students. Love is in the air, and we are getting a behind-the-scenes look into where the magic happens this morning. In the Valley today's J.C. Dodd joins us live with a local florist who has been prepping for today for months. Good morning, J.C.
Good morning, Jordan, and happy Valentine's Day. It is the final hour, the final touches of Valentine's Day for Double Floral Flowers here in Fargo. It is their 38th Valentine's Day serving the Fargo-Moorhead area, and now they are wrapping up the bouquets. You can see behind me, they're getting ready. The doors open at 8, and they're going to start sending out deliveries in just an hour. Now, joining me live this morning is owner Steve Wasberg, and he's been working all morning and all day yesterday. Now, Steve, tell me, how has this Valentine's Day been for you?
It's been very busy. It's been a good year all around, and I think the economy seems to be booming from our end of things. So,
how's the quality of the flowers?
Quality has been great this year. We've been very pleased. Everything came in beautifully. It's just things are going smoothly.
Awesome. And how do you feel celebrating your 38th year?
It's hard to believe that much time has gone by, but we struggled to get open before the holiday way back in 1984, and it's just continued to be a good business for us. So.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Now, Jordan, I do want to end with a little bit of Valentine's Day trivia for you. Are you ready? I Googled this, how many couples do you think will get engaged around the world today?
Oh, around the world today. Okay, let me guess. I'm going to guess that today there is going to be 50,000 engagements.
Around the world, it's an estimated 6 million, according to the Huffington Post in a quick Google search.
Wow, that is a lot of people showing their love today. JC Dodd, they can do it with some flowers if they're not doing it with a ring. But JC Dodd reporting live this morning. Thank you very much. It is now 6:57 in our schemes and ripoffs today. A warning from Fargo police. They have been hearing that someone is calling people claiming to be from their department and then demanding cash payments or gift cards to settle any outstanding warrants and miss court dates. Not true, says Fargo PD. Do not fall for it. If you have any questions about calls like these, you're encouraged to contact them to verify the information. It's a wild ending that you have to see to believe. The Bemidji women's hockey team was playing number 2 ranked Ohio State Friday night. Under 30 seconds in the game, Ohio State pulled their goalie, hoping an extra player could help them score, but it backfires. Take a look there. Wide open net. And in just a few seconds, you saw that the puck went in. All the people celebrated then that score. It was one of the biggest upsets in college women's hockey. She was a fire on the ice, sprinting to gold in the 500 meters of women's speed skating. Team USA's Erin Jackson made history overnight when she won the women's 500-meter sprint, becoming the first American to win the event since 1994 and the first Black American woman ever to win an Olympic speed skating medal. You may recall Jackson was number 1 in the world, but she suffered a slip during a qualifying round and couldn't have made the team if it weren't for teammate Brittany Bao, who then gave up her spot. So Jackson could compete in Beijing. You might be a little tired waking up this morning, staying up watching that game. The LA Rams are waking up Super Bowl champions today. They held off the Bengals last night to win football's biggest game, 23-20. It was a nail-biter. The big win was the Rams' first since 2000 when they were the St. Louis Rams. Head coach Sean McVay made history as the youngest coach to win a Super Bowl at just 36 years old. Rams receiver Cooper Kupp was named the game's most valuable player. And then if you weren't there for the game, you maybe enjoyed some of the commercials that were happening as well. The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. We have more live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up for you right now on the Fargo CW. Otherwise, have a happy and safe Monday and a happy Valentine's Day.